Greetings from the YouTube studios. It is awesome to be here. You know why? No background noise. It's so awesome. I booked the diner because it's New York City, but also we talk about food, mainly bulking. And I want to list the 5 biggest mistakes people make when trying to build muscle, aka bulking, okay? Number 1 is running a dirty bulk or simply eating way too much, okay? Bulking does not mean clean out every buffet on the planet, okay? Bulking means eat a slight surplus to build muscle. It's not called belly building, okay? So a dirty bulk, especially when people eat junk food, puts a lot of stress on your system. So let's set your calories first. When bulking, you take your goal weight times 15. So let's say you're 180, you want to be 200, you would have about 3,000 calories. Then you go about a gram of protein, which is 200. That would be times 4 calories, is 800 calories. Then the carbs you can kind of double, 1,600, and you spend the rest with fats. Okay, that's your baseline. If you want to gain more than 20 pounds, you have to break it down into smaller steps. You can't do a 40-pound step, so it would be 2 times 20 pounds. From there on, you should be gaining half a pound to maybe a pound a week, okay? If you're gaining 2 pounds a week, you're fat. That's it, okay? We know from studies that even people that are on supplements gain at best about a pound of muscle a week. So if you're not on supplements and you're natural, you're just getting fat, okay? Also, if you were to gain a pound a week, that would be 50 pounds for the year, which is an insane amount of muscle. Okay. So going for the golden Dunkin' Donuts card or just cleaning out every Chinese buffet on the planet is not bulking, okay? You are not a competitive eater, you're a bodybuilder, not a belly builder. You gotta keep your abs, man. If you lose your abs, you're simply getting too fat. So, you know, to save world peace, let's say 80-20. 80% of your food should be clean, prepared by you or like a meal prep service or whatever. And then 20%, like I do, from gummy bears or so, that's okay. But not 20-80, okay? Number 2, bulking for too long. The longer you bulk, no matter what you do, the fatter you will get, because you will build some fat. It's unavoidable. Fat and muscle compete for the same hormones, testosterone and growth hormone. So at some point, the fat will siphon more and more of those hormones off and you will build less muscle. So your bulk becomes less and less effective. Most people, unless they're starting from a very skinny and very newbie level, should be taking diet breaks after 8 to 10 weeks. So after 8 to 10 weeks, you should be going back to maintenance or even like a slight calorie deficit to reset everything. And then you can start another 8 weeks of bulking, okay? Mistake number 3 that people make is no cardio, because cardio kills my muscle gains, okay? Relax. Cardio will not kill your muscle gains, okay? Cardio will help with digestion, overall well-being, and keep your ticker healthy, okay? That's a pretty good idea. That doesn't mean you have to be hours each day, but you should be keeping it like at least an hour for the week. So 20 minutes times 3 or something like that should be done, okay? Training-wise, another mistake people make is that they only train compounds, like squats, deadlifts, the big exercises. You must train also with single joint exercises, okay? For 2 reasons. There's a strength curve, meaning if you do a bench press, you're only working the mid-range of the strength curve, but you're not working the stretch or the contraction, which A, will get you this Quasimodo physique, which you don't want, and secondly, it will make you more susceptible to injury. If you train the strength curve, you're pushing up your gains overall, okay? So many moons ago, I said to people, don't train biceps, just do pull-ups. Turns out that was a bad idea. The pull-up is not a good activation exercise for the bicep. So some curls will do you just fine, okay? So yes, you should be doing the big exercises, that's totally fine, but supplement them in a way that the strength curve is taken care of as well, okay? And number 5, which is an example how bodybuilding sometimes has everything wrong. So when people bulking, they do 5 by 5, let's say, right? But when they're cutting, they're doing 10 by 10. Like, what? When you're bulking, you have more energy, meaning you can train higher volume, you can train more often. Because the most anabolic substance on the planet is, drum roll please, food, right? So since you have more food in your system, you can have a higher volume, more sets and more reps, okay? So unless you're a power lifter who strives for certain numbers and trains 5-3-1 or something like that, you should be training 25 to sometimes even 30 sets per session, 5 to 6 times a week, okay? So let me summarize. Biggest mistakes when bulking. Number 1, dirty bulk, AKA just cleaning out, eating way too much. Number 2, bulking for too long. Number 3, cutting out cardio entirely. Number 4, only doing mid-range, aka compound exercises. And lastly, number 5, the volume is too low, okay? You don't be afraid to push up the volume because you have the energy. Food will guide you to gains. And with that, I'm out, loving these studios. I'm just loving these studios. Maik out.